I would say I started my music career long before 2010, but 2010 was the year that it really exploded for me because I wrote the official wedding song for our prince and princess, Victoria and Daniel. And the song is called When You Tell the World You're Mine. And from that day, everything just exploded, especially as a musician and a songwriter. I think I chose the musical path because I was so injured frequently, and all these rehabs with my hamstrings and my calves. That was something that really made me feel like I don't really want to spend all my life doing rehab. So I would say injuries, yeah. Composer and artists that influenced me, I would say Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, and Whitney Houston. I would describe John Lundvik's sound in one word, honest, but mostly that it's vocally driven. Since I'm a singer, I really love doing music that are when you have the vocals in focus. So I would say, yeah, vocals in focus. The biggest difference between being a singer and composer is probably that if you are a composer, you can be behind the fall and not really enjoy the success. If you are an artist, you will have both. For me, it's more like having the combination between both. That is the magic, being able to write your own music. That is like it for me. I had such huge respect for being in third place last year, and that was like a monumental success for me as a songwriter and artist. So I was a little bit scared of doing Melodifestivalen this year, but since I heard the song that we came up with during the process, I felt like if I don't do this, I'm gonna regret it for the whole of my life. And I'm really happy that I did it. I would describe Too Late for Love as a song that is a hybrid between a ballad, an R&B song, and an up-tempo song. So it's like three genres in one song. And I think that's the reason why it has been so successful in Melodifestivalen and also on the radio charts. The biggest difference between last year and now was that when I did my turn, I was singing for my life, trying to prove myself that I was good enough to be on the stage of Melodifestivalen. And with that said, I was kind of nervous and scared of doing it. This year, with all that have happened from that period and the third placing, I was so happy this time. And I felt like home when I stood on stage, and that was something that I didn't do or didn't feel last year. So yeah, I will say that. You know, to work with Anis Vretov is like being in the room with a really good friend. He's such a likable guy, but at the same time, he's a genius in what he do. We write music because we love music, and the foundation in our song is like, we gotta write from the heart, it's gotta feel right, and that's why I really love working with him. You know, I called Paris, she's one of the girls in the group, the Mamas, and I asked her, hey Paris, I'm doing Melodifestivalen, I really need the best of the best. And she said, well, do you have the money, honey? and I said, don't really think about the cost. I need the best of the best. So first of all, she called Ashley from DC, and she called Dinah and Lulu. And they all said yes after they heard the song. We're like old friends. It felt like we, knew each other forever. And it's really like a family now. So I'm so happy they're on board.
So they will join you in Tel Aviv?
Absolutely, they will join me in Tel Aviv, no doubt about it. The night I won Melodifestivalen was so strange in one way, because I was so emotionally drained. I felt like I gave my all on stage those 3 minutes, and up to those 3 minutes, I've been working for so many months to deliver those 3 minutes. So after we got the result that we actually won, I didn't have any tears left. I didn't have any like I was just drained with emotions. So that was a special night because I met my family for the first time in 2 weeks, and all of the people that ran up to me and said, "Hey, John, congratulations!" I was so happy, but at the same time, I wasn't really there. But that was a special night. Having 8 12-pointers, which was like making history in Sweden because it never happened before. That was so overwhelming because I couldn't really imagine that in my dreams, getting that full pot. But having that in mind while I go to Israel in Tel Aviv feels really good, and I'm just gonna keep that in my heart as a little energy thing.
Did you have any favorite songs from this year's Melodifestivalen?
Wow, yeah, I would say I do with Arvingarna, because my daughter is singing it round the clock at home. So, and if she watches this and that's not the favorite, she will kill me. So I would say Arvingarna. First, I wrote "Bigger Than Us" as a song for me to perform in Melodifestivalen. But the second, after we've written "Too Late for Love," we felt that that was the song for me, because last year I did a ballad, so doing an up-tempo song this year was like more of a, how do you say, it was the next step for me as an artist to do something different in that competition. So yeah, it means the world for me being a part of Eurovision, because representing my country is something that is the biggest receipt of success you can get in Sweden as a songwriter and as an artist. And it's also something that I've been dreaming about for so many years. So I think it's a huge honor being the one guy with the girls, the mamas, to represent Sweden in the biggest competition in the world. My favorite Eurovision songs, I have to go with Loreen. Euphoria. The staging will be the same, since Tel Aviv is a much larger and bigger stage than we have in Sweden, Melodifestivalen. We have to do everything a little bit bigger, but we will still keep the staging as it is, but make it a little bit bigger. And also, me and the girls, we're dressed in black right now. I think there will be another color on our clothes, but I'm not really sure, but I think so. I think we will do a couple of promotion gigs and stops. I hope so, because I really love Europe and I want to go out there and just meet you people. But I don't really know which countries and what stops we will do right now. But I think a few, yes. I've had a chance looking at the competition, and it's a big competition. Wow. But I'm gonna keep it in my heart which ones I think are the most hard to beat in Tel Aviv, but I definitely had a good look. There is many special moments. First of all, singing "Hey, how you been?" in this little lightning room. I think that is so cool. And also in the middle of the song, when the mamas enter from the black and just walk out in the lightning. I think that's one of those moments that gives you the goosebumps. And also the third thing is "Hear Me," that little move with the "Hear Me" thing. Those three in combination, yeah. Is there an album or EP? Yes, there is. There definitely is, and I'm so looking forward to release new material. Writing for Empire was so special because I've been sending demos to a guy in the US as a singer, and they wanted 10 people aboard writing songs for Empire Season 3, and they were only 9. And I got the email saying like, "Hi John, do you want to be the 10th person?" And it took me like 1 millisecond to say yes. So I flew there, and I was there for like 2.5 weeks writing songs. If I win the whole competition, wow. You know, first of all, I think it's going to be a crazy night. Champagne will be involved. And I can't even think that in my mind right now, but it's going to be a crazy night. Yeah.
despair.